This is the end. This is the end. That's it, guys. Today is the last day of my trading. That's it. Minimum, at least, as far as I remember, I have told this to myself more than 100 times. This is the end, and this is the last day of my trading career. But every time I quit trading, it has come back. And if you are doing the same thing, quitting and coming back, or probably you have quit but did not come back, or probably you are thinking to quit, just watch this live session. You'll see a completely different picture of how I told this to 100 times, but I did not quit to make it happen, and how I make it happen. This is not difficult, but if we don't know how to do that, it's gonna be hard. So with that said, let's keep eye on the market. As you have seen that we had a massive gold trade after the live session. The live session one didn't work out. You have seen that it has gone back up, and finally we have caught the big one from that level, and that has given us more than 1.9% profit from that zone, and we have secured. Now the price is going back up again on gold, and we will look for another opportunity as NFP coming up, and we will be looking at in this NFP. Today there is high impact news coming. Tomorrow is also there is a high impact, and then Friday is NFP. So today coming up early today, Gbp has been very volatile. So from this time, just 1 hour 15 minutes later, there is ADP non-farm employment change coming, and then coming up CAD 2 a.m. So we'll be specially looking at gold, dollar CAD, GBP and GBP USD. GJ is melting from that level. From the 4 hour, it is currently highly bearish. Very highly likely that we could see that GBP is breaking that support. I will come back to GJ. First of all, let me look at the gold, as this instrument is currently very volatile. If we look at the 1 hour chart, where we can see that this is about to break. If you look at the daily and lower time frame, gold is highly bearish. For me, today we could see that gold is breaking that low, testing the 20 EMA from the daily, and afterwards we could see a bounce back or further drop to the downside. Now let me do a full multi-time frame analysis, and then we'll be also discussing with the trade that we have secured today, and then we'll be discussing further also. So looking at, first of all, looking at the monthly on gold. Why do we need to look at the monthly? Because this is higher time frame, will give you a clear direction in the market, removing all the noise from the lower time frame. Now from the monthly, we can see that there is a long wick here, and that long wick represent a very sharp rejection from the top. Now with that rejection, what we can expect on gold? For the price to drop to create a new lower low. So this is a very sharp rejection from the top, and we could see that gold is dropping down to this monthly support level. Now looking at the weekly here on gold, we can see that there is also a long wick candle in that zone. There is a long body here with a long huge body from the weekly. The price is approaching that weekly low, and we could see that the price is breaking that weekly low to create a new lower low. Now looking at daily, where we can see that the price is maintaining series of lower high in that zone, and from the daily we could see even a change of trend, as this is a huge rejection. We might see that gold is dropping down below this level, or even it is changing its trend. So there is coming up quite a few high high stake trade coming along the way. This is the 4-hour candle where we saw, after retest of this 20 EMA, a very long rejection coming up on gold. And with that rejection, what we can expect, this is the 4-hour price action. We, as far as we will go up, is good for us. We will be having an opportunity to sell on gold. Now if I look at the 1-hour chart, where the price is moving up, means that it is going up for deeper liquidity gap. Let me draw the levels on the daily. This is the today's high, this is yesterday's high, and that's a very important level. This is the daily resistance, and from the 4-hour we could see another retest, even retesting this level and then dropping down. So we'll keep eye to see. Now this move, this is the 15 minutes chart. Any kind of move will be appreciated for potential selling opportunity. Let's see how far it is going. Here is the, see, this is a liquidity zone, and with that liquidity zone break to the upside will give a very good opportunity for selling. So I am on the sell side. This is where you can see the price is consolidating in that area, so which might give a break to the upside, and then it will create a room for a drop. Okay, so we don't know how far it will go up, but we might see a move up to certain level. This is the daily high, so even it might break that high, or any of this liquidity zone is broken, or it might just break this high and then could drop. So let first it to break to the upside, and then we will be looking for selling opportunity on gold. And as soon as we will find that entry, we will be looking for let me see the 4-hour. So the 4-hour high is here. This is the 20 EMA zone, this is the liquidity zone, and from the daily is the daily high. So yeah, so we need to see some kind of manipulation to the upside, then we can look for entry on gold for this potential drop towards the downside. And let me know if you're ready for another trading day. You can let me know using the live chat. I'm here, try to cover every question coming along the way. Abdurazak, hello sir, greeting from Nigeria. Well done, greeting. Victor, come on. Yeah, hello. Hi coach, could you please look at NASDAQ? Yeah, absolutely, we'll be looking at that. Who is that? Thank you. Hi coach, I started gold, is still coming down further, you think? Yeah, absolutely. Hello coach. Coach, I didn't understand you saying today is the last your trading day. Yeah, I hope that you guys understood now. Hello coach, are you in any trade now? Yeah, so we have closed gold with good profit early today, and I'm waiting for another entry. As soon as we will find that, I'll be looking to enter. So yeah, so early today we had a trade on gold, and I'm looking for further opportunity in the upcoming session. Quite a few trade that we have opened, and so we saw that gold, we found potential directional bias to be bearish after a movement. Ready, sir? I'm over ready. Victor, all right, cool. Just be patient. Always, guys, make sure that you are patient. Hello, sir. Is that true? The big pullback is imminent in indices in gold in December. Yeah, we'll be discussing on that from the higher time frame perspective. No entry in Gbpusd or any opportunity. Yeah, we'll be looking at that on GJ also. All right, so if you look at, yeah, we see that gold, that bounce coming up. Gbpusd is, there is a big drop here. I found an entry, but I was preparing for the live, so I didn't enter. So GJ, if you look at the 4 hour, where back to back 3 liquidity candle has been formed here. So Gbpusd is also highly bearish at the moment. We can see that this market is getting rejected from that level multiple times. Okay, so from the 15 minutes, you see there is a liquidity gap here, and then the price started to drop. So what I want to see that on GJ, if you look at the 4 hour, you can see that this is currently bearish. The price has crossed 2 important resistance level and then got back. 1 hour 42 minutes remaining for this candle. Before that candle, I'm expecting it for GJ to go back up again to break this high, to retest the 20 EMA and then to return back. Though GBP news has been released, so GJ potentially moving down further. If you look at the daily, you can see here is the daily price action, and this is the daily chart, daily support level. If you look at the weekly, there is a gap opening and potential drop. So from the weekly perspective on GJ, the price action is bearish. This is what also we discussed early, and with that price action, we can see that there is a long bearish engulfer followed by a gap opening here on the weekly, and from that zone we can see that Gbpusd is, you can see the price started to drop in that direction. So we could see that GJ is dropping down further to create a new lower low. So if we look at here on in this lower time frame, we can see that there is you can see back to back 2, 3 liquidity candle in that area, and from that zone the price started to move down. And this is the way it is forming that structure, which is a bearish structure. So in that bearish structure, what I want to see that it has formed a very sharp liquidity trigger from that zone, so that it drops for a bigger move, which is very possible to happen, as you see that it was consolidating in that area, creating long wick candles. So what we want to see that GJ had a long wick here, tested this level, and then dropped back down. So looking at the 15 minutes here on GJ, where we can see that Gbpusd, this is the resistance level that we can draw, and from that zone we can look for Gbpusd to give us that entry opportunity. As soon as we will find that, guys, smash the like button now, and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. So I'm being silent for 2 seconds so that everyone have time to smash the like button, and also so that you can hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. So let's make the like to be 100, and if you haven't subscribed yet, there will be a very important content coming this weekend as well. Every day, like, I'm posting a lot of content. So if you're subscribed, everything you can find in your home page. Done. Cool. Thank you. All right, so here we see GJ from that zone, the price slowly creating a pattern in that area. So GJ is bearish. I want to see that it has made enough retest of this level. Then we will be looking for that selling opportunity. Going back to gold again, we saw that gold after retest of this 20 MA, we're breaking back to back 2 zone here. Gold is slowly dropping down, and then we could see that the market is coming down for a deeper drop. All right, so awesome, thank you. Bitcoin, yeah, we'll be looking at that. We're going to continue to next year. I will continue to for the rest of my life. This is what I decided to do. Thank you, Abdul Razak. Well done. Thank you. Yeah, this is what I want to do. I'm a trader. I'll keep trading day in, day out. So this is what I was telling you, that I think that most trader quit multiple times. If you had that experience, let me know. I quit many times, but every time I quit, I come back. And finally, whenever I had a mind, I will quit, I couldn't be successful. The day I decided that, okay, no matter what, this is what I will do, is the day everything changes. See, I had a student. That student means like who wanted to join us a couple of months ago. And when I was in contact with him, he was saying that, look, I had blown out a couple of accounts, so this is my last account. If I'm blowing out of that, then I quit. So I know that he's gonna quit. This is what it is. The day you decide that, okay, I'm a trader and this is what I will do, no matter what, I'm going to do it. So when you are dedicated in that way, is the day, okay, you become successful. Everything works like that. Everything. You know why? Because when we have an option, so let's say if we keep in the back of our mind, right, I'll try trading, but if it is hard, then I'll try something else. Then what will happen is that you'll see that you'll try something else. Because anything you want to achieve, there will be a test. No doubt about it. You might say, who is taking the test? Yourself. This is how, because what we see on the surface, the mind that we see, there is another mind inside us. Okay, some people call it as subconscious mind. That mind is anything you want to achieve, anything you say that okay, this is what I am, you face a challenge, a test, and that test you have to pass. It is not any hard test, it's easy test. The test is perseverance. Okay, so that the day you have that perseverance, persistence, that day you become successful. But if you keep an option, okay, I'll try this, but if it doesn't work, then I'll try this, then you'll see that you'll just go back and forth, because either this or that, whichever one you are trying, you'll have a test. You might say, okay, I'll try trading. If it is hard, then I'll try a job. So you'll try trading, you feel like it's hard, then you'll go back to job, and then there will be a test. And then you'll come back to trading, and then you go back to the job, and then come back to trading, until you decide to be what you want to be. So that is why it is so important that I'm not recommending at all to quit your job to come back to trading, because to be a profitable trader you must be to quit your job you must be a profitable trader first. What I was explaining is to have a clear vision. What's your plan? How many years you want to do that, and then transition to the next one, which is absolutely necessary as a trader. And trading is freedom, right? It's a big freedom if you know how to do that, if you have the right guidance, and then doing accordingly. And I'm sure that guys, everyone are on that journey, on that pathway to be a successful trader. Let me know if you are on that journey, ready for taking your trade to the next level. And also good news is that there is a couple of spots available to join us. Also, you can join today. If you want to join us today, you can join using that coupon available for you, where you will be able to access everything, all the trade that I'm opening, all the strategy that I'm using, including entry, stop loss, and take profit, and all the strategy that I'm using, you will be able to access all of them. So use that coupon to join us to be part of trading community with the NFP. Now here guys, the price tested the 20 EMA and then has got a rejection from the top. It is very important to see how the market is reacting to that level. The price has tested this level. There is a chance for a drop, but I want to see this market a bit more penetration to the upside. In the meantime, let me see that Gbpusd, which basically showing a long bearish pressure. But I will do a full multi-time frame analysis, and then we'll go back to gold again. As the news coming up, we have to be patient, let the news be released, and then we'll be looking at for an entry. But before that also, if we find it, we'll be looking at that as well. So looking at Gbpusd, I'll do the full multi-time frame analysis. This instrument showing a very promising price action. Looking at the monthly here on GJ, this is a long-term bull market. This is what I always talk about, to look at the bigger picture. Why you need to look at the bigger picture? Because if you are looking at the smaller picture, then you are looking at the focus will be narrow, where you cannot bring good outcome in your trading. All right, so how do you look at the bigger picture? Let me bring up, yesterday some of you asked for to bring my P&L. Okay, so let me bring some of the trades that we have opened or later. So this is what I was talking about, that looking at bigger picture will give you a clear idea of how trading works. So if you look at some of my trade that I have taken, you see that most of my trade, you see that my win and losses, the reason I bring it here is because to tell you actually how the winning and lose should be. All right, and I do a very strict risk management, and I maintain higher reward. You see that yesterday we had this massive gold winner, which is 3.2% in my account, followed by, we have seen that early today we have another trade in that area, which basically has given us that profit. And if you look at in that trades that I have opened, all of them are higher reward with a smaller risk. And we see there is a bounce on gold. So if you keep your reward is higher and your profit is bigger than your risk, you always stay in the driver's seat, which is the key to be profitable as a trader. So you see there is a bounce as mentioned earlier. That bounce was necessary for this move. Now any trade that I open based on the strategy, I always keep a bigger profit target and a smaller risk. This is how the trading is. You always need to keep bigger win, smaller risk. That's the foundation of being a profitable trader. Coach, EMS, simple exponential EMA. God bless you. Thank you. Well done. Okay, so after blowing several accounts, I quit for a month and then I decided to try again. Thank you. Again, coach, the coupon is not working. Can you give another one? Boy, coupon not working. So as I mentioned before, probably ended. Right, so sorry to hear that, because if, as I mentioned earlier, that this NFP, I have only few spots left. I have to look at why it's not working. I think it's probably ended. Let me look at that, guys. It is NFP and I'm not sure why. Taken away, as I mentioned before, that coupon is taken away, so the spot is filled. but I can create couple of more spots because I expected to be more, but I can create couple of spots for all of you guys. You can let me create couple of spots. Okay, so couple of more spots has been created. You can use now, right? So that coupon is probably ending very soon, so you can join, use that same coupon. It should be working at the moment. Once you are on the lifetime access, use it only on the lifetime access checkout. And let me share with you that again. So it's only for limited period of time, so you can use that on the lifetime access. I have shared with you. Thank you. It's the liquidity level you think gold will pull back up to. So the liquidity level that we discussed on gold, and I believe that it's gonna pull back to this level, which is highly likely, and from that level we could see that gold is dropping down at the moment, which is pushing high. Okay, so this is what I was expecting early today, for gold to bounce back from this daily support level, which what we see that support. And now the liquidity zone is here from the, or we could see even another touch to the 20 MA. Okay, and then we could see that it's getting rejected from any of this level. So the three levels that we have drawn, either gold is going back here, going back here, and going back here, any of this level. So which is super important to be patient. All right, so it is crucial that, guys, you are patient, because when you are patient you can make better profit from the market. Patience is the key to be successful as a trader. Why? Because if you are not patient, what's gonna happen? See that traders makes money because of the patient. You see that liquidity level, understanding liquidity is also come down to being patient. So there is a weakness candle here. So highly likely we could see bounce back to the upside. Right, so GJ has a reaction to the upside. I want to see that Gbpusd also has broken this level, and if we see above those level, we look for selling on GJ along with that gold. Okay, now gold, as I mentioned before, it is also possible for gold to even break that high and then to revert back. Okay, so as the news coming in just 40 minutes time, we will be waiting for gold to give us that entry, and then we will be looking for that entry opportunity. Patience is the key, as I mentioned, and this is where, you know, a profitable trader from a losing trader differs from patience. So how do you develop that patience? Do you have an understanding of how you can develop that patience? In the medium term, with daily candle with a big wick, it is bearish, but in long term it is very bullish. ready to take my trading to the next level. Robert, well done, well done. Yeah, this is what needed: dedication, commitment, and affirmation. Okay, so affirmation means that you affirm what you want and what you're gonna be. In fact, it is. Okay, so when we speak out something, we write down something, we actually write our destiny. It is absolutely mind-blowing when you understand it, because at the end people become trader, right? So why you can't be? If you look at your brain, there are billions of neurons inside the brain, right? Everyone's brain hold a universe. So looking at the brain perspective, because you all have that brain, now if you take a ultrasound of the brain, you will see that there is a galaxy inside the brain. The same outside, if you look at the galaxy, the same thing. So which is exactly identical, which is below and it's above. That's the mirror of what is inside is outside. So that's the profound secret that you will understand, how you can bring to your world anything that you want to create. So that brain we all have, right? And there are billions of neurons is firing every day. Just you need to create a pattern, a neuro pathway inside the brain to be a profitable trader. So how do you do that? For example, if you do the risk management, that's why every trade that I send to the VIP members, I always tell that we will be holding the trade for bigger profit, and we do that, right? In the last couple of trades that you have also seen that we have emphasized on that all the trade. The reason is, when you see, even let's say you are not being able to hold a trade for bigger profit, but you see that coach is doing that, all right? You see in the live PNL, that will create a belief inside you, right? That will create a belief inside you that, okay, that's how trading works. And then you try by yourself. You know that to create a neuro pathway, you don't need a lot of trades. You only need 15 to 20 trades. That's it you need to create that belief. And that is the missing, that only to create that neuro pathway. I have lost also 100k when I begin my trading, I discussed before, and I quit many times, that just to say that, okay, this is the last time. Finally, when I decided not to quit anymore, is the day everything changes. So I know that financial freedom is absolutely everyone's desire. So to create that financial freedom, you need to have that bigger picture in mind, and don't be impatient with one trade, 2 trades, or 10 trades. Okay, when you cannot do the risk management, if you are our member, come to me. Okay, I'll give you special technique how you can do that. Already I have distributed a risk manager tool to everyone. I would recommend you to use that so that you can keep your risk low. That all the trade that I have shown you on my PNL, always I keep a very limited risk, bigger profit. So you need to use the risk management tool to keep your risk limited, which is the essence of being a profitable trader, doing the risk management. Okay guys, so Hope that you are understanding how the trading works and what area you need to work on to be profitable. So let me see here on gold. Let me delete that. And okay, so once you will see that it's ready, then we can look for until here we could see either going up further for deeper liquidity, or you could see that bouncing back. Okay, while we are looking at finding out where we can find that entry, guys, make sure that you are smashing the like button and also hitting that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. The link to mentorship and VIP. Okay, so probably there is a /NFP. Because of that, let me give you a separate website link. Should be working. Okay, so so this is the website link where you can use that. Click that link. Also, there is a top of the chat, you can see. So visit this website where you can find www.forextradingwizard.com. so www.forextradingwizard.com, and then click join now button. Then you will be able to join us to be part of this trading community. So all right, we can see that bounce on. Okay, so the price action is still showing bullish in this local time frame. Chances for going back up is very high. Okay, so when the market breaks like that, the best way is to wait for we will be waiting for that entry. This move is crucial for us to find a space for selling. So let's draw those levels. Let's keep pushing high. Can draw all those levels where the liquidity zone. This is the 15 minutes price action. This is a 15 minutes resistance level, and any violation of this level will give us entry. So 20, 27, 28 could be a zone. With the news, we might see that the price is hitting that level and then giving us that rejection from the top. So hope that now it's working. If gold breaks to 2009, then it'll go to 1994. Yeah, absolutely. If gold breaks 2009, okay, then even it could come back to 1932, because it's a big change of trend. Okay, this is a big head and shoulder. You see that this is the 15-minute chart, and that's this leg that we have seen that formed from all-time high is big selling happen. All right, this is what I was also talking early today. Let's discuss that, which will shift your perspective about the market. If you look at the monthly, this is the previous all-time high is here, right, on gold. Why this move happened? See, when you are curious, you become a very good trader. Intellectual curiosity is the key to be profitable as a trader. You see these long wick candles. This is the monthly long wick candle, right? When the price has crossed that high, this 2074 level to the upside, there is a big upside happen. Now, as I mentioned before, to be good in trading, you need to be very curious about why things happen that happen. Now, when there is a move happen that we have drawn from the monthly, a big move, when the price goes up, when the buyers buy the market, right? Very simple. Buyers need to buy to goes up. There is another way also the price can go up. So why did the price has gone up so aggressively above 2080 level? Who were willing to buy in that no man's land, in that all-time high? Because there is no reference to it, right? The buyers normally uses the future past reference to find the resistance, support to buy or sell. But above 2079 or 2075, there is no reference to it, right? It's a void. So who bought in that area? Why did the price has gone up? This is the question that I am asking. So let me see how many of you are in that notion. News in 25 minutes. Yes, we are waiting for the Zofia. Age is not matter for my point of view. I know people stereotype by age using it. So where is the age coming? Yeah, we see that gold is showing that potential. So age, okay, so you are talking about the age. Manipulating, yeah, it looks to me that manipulation which is needed, that could go up, and that manipulation might give further entry. We'll look for entry as soon as we'll find that move. As the news coming, we have to be a little bit of patient. All right, so age. All right, so there is a poet. Okay, there is a poet. He said that I need to translate it because it's a different language. Okay, so the poet says that I have seen a lot of young men. Okay, in these young men, there is a skeleton of the old, and I have seen many old men who has the light and spark like the burning sun and moon. So what he mean is that youth is not defined by age is defined by the mind and the energy. Okay? So if you are young, then you are young in your mind, not in your body. So in 25 minutes, yeah, absolutely. Okay, very good. So now here is the move that we are expecting to break that high. There is a liquidity in that zone. So the liquidity is basically the fuel of the market. Let me know if you are not sure what is liquidity. So liquidity is the fuel in the market. The price moves from liquidity to liquidity. If you look at the big boys who are a mover in the market, they trade based on liquidity. Third on NASDAQ, yeah, absolutely, we'll be looking at that. Now I was looking for that price to give a bounce. Now let's look at, okay, so GJ has another rejection on the 5 minutes and in the 15 minutes. Basically with the news we might see that GJ also yeah, I'm looking for buy or sell setup on gold. Yeah, I'm looking for sell setup on gold, waiting for sell, but it's a trending down, so will not be buying. Good morning, coach. Can gold sell is good now? Not good, not good. Keep the gold, which is appreciating. So if you sell, then you're gonna be loser. Let's look at the gold, which is appreciating. So as long as you keep it with you, you're gonna price worth in value. So we'll be waiting for gold to go to a zone where we can sell, right? At the moment, which is this is a very important resistance level. We want to see that the price has gone up and then has tested that level. And the news in just 15 minutes, I will recommend you to wait for the news. Being patient is the key. Patrick, hello coach, can you please show on chart example of liquidity to liquidity? Okay, so examples of liquidity to liquidity, very good question. First of all, to understand liquidity to liquidity, what you need is to know what is liquidity. You see that this is liquidity to liquidity. All right, now if you look at this monthly, this is the monthly chart, right? The last visited price on the monthly is 2075 level. Right, so this is the resistance. Now this is liquidity to now coming down to another liquidity zone, which we could see that price is dropping down here. Now you might say, how do I know that there is a liquidity? From the pattern, okay, from this pattern. What is that pattern? See, this is what called the reasoning. You see, sometimes it's called the deductive reasoning. Have you ever heard of Sherlock Holmes, the detective, fictional detective? Why it's so popular is because of his deductive reasoning. So we can do two kinds of reasoning. One is inductive, the other is deductive. So when you know that how to do the reasoning, then you become absolutely amazing as a trader. So how do you do that reasoning? To do the reasoning, first of all, you need to know that why things that happen the way it happens. For example, I remember for long ago in a drama or in a real life, which I completely forgot, but there is a saying. So there is I think it's in a drama that I have seen. So there is a small house, right? And then there is a smaller window. Okay, something has been stolen from that house, and everyone was surprised who has stolen the things. So the detective has come and he didn't ask anyone any question. He just looked at their shoes. You know why? Because from that window there's a footstep has gone this way, and it's into the jungle, and all those people are standing here. No one has gone to that jungle, right? So because someone has gone to the jungle with a footstep, which because shoes to be the same is very uncommon, and he took everyone's footprint in on the spot to spot that thief who has stolen those things. That is deductive reasoning, the finding out the reason why the things that happen. Now this move, this is what I was talking about earlier, that why this move happened, who bought above this level in that no man's land. This is where things happen, because above this level there is no reference for buyers and sellers. There is no support and resistance, and no one is gonna buy here, but the price has gone up. Why? Because there is a liquidity. What is the liquidity? When you sell below this level, there is a lot of seller whose stop loss is there, is in fact a buy order. So when you sell, your stop loss, or in other words, stop loss is a buy order. Not only that, when you close a sell position, it turns into a buy position. And with that move, there was big move happen. So when this liquidity is triggered, all those buy order made that price that far. And in addition, some enthusiastic trader definitely bought here, and now big boys found a good level to sell, right? Institutional trader found a very good level for selling because they want a higher price to sell. And now that liquidity to another liquidity, because when institutional trader trade or sell, the market trends. This is another one. See, this is not a trend. You see a vertical move. This is not a trend. This one candle move is a liquidity trigger. So when manipulation happen, it happens in one go, in majority of the time, like that, one go. but when it trends, it's a healthy, right? It's a healthy market. A drop, so a sell, profit taking, sell, profit taking, which is healthy. And looking at here, you see the yesterday we sold this market, right? We have taken the trade. You see this doji here, it's a manipulation. One candle go to the resistance, has dropped, and now we see another potential manipulation. As the news coming in 10 minutes, I would be interested to sell, but at the moment no, because there is a news. We could see further manipulation, and then you look for that entry. Guys, hope that you are enjoying. If you are not enjoying, then don't smash the like button. If you are enjoying, then smash the like button and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. Do you have no Usdjpy? We closed with running profit because this market was not in favor, but in fact it was in a consolidation. Usdjpy, the way expected to break out, it was consolidating. You can see it's a very narrow consolidation. So with that running trade, we have closed. Currently we are running after we open 2 trades on gold, we are running those 2 USD CNHs running, which I'm expecting it to bounce up that level. In the meantime, gold, which basically going back up to the 20 MA. Okay, now with this move on gold, it might even break this high. Or we could see, just look, this 15 minutes, this is a high liquidity zone above this level. As the news coming, okay, if we see the price got rejected from that zone, we might see the trend continuation to the downside from this level. So it is important to see that news in just 7 minutes. So as soon as we see that news been casted, we will be looking for that entry. Sell limit at 2031. So you have sell limit at 2031. So with the news, if it spreads widen, even your trade might trigger even without going there. So be very careful, because during the news there is a spread widening. Thanks boss, appreciate your live stream. Maxim, well done, yeah. Yes, it is now a reference. 2140, definitely it's a reference level. Okay, so 2140, I think it's more than that, around 2149.50 level, which is a reference. And once the market have got enough momentum, so what in the future, how the market do, you'll see that it will reach there, right? You might see a double top and then drop. Either it will create a little bit of high, or it might create a giant, cup and handle pattern and then going back up like that. So it does like this. So when the price reach this kind of all-time high, it just make a big move, create a reference, drop back and slowly go back up to retest again to that level. So now what we see in that area is, this is a, okay, so the last candle before the news will come on the 5 minutes on gold. And looking at GJ, which basically keep dropping, Gbpusd. So this one is early today. We saw that there is a bearish news on Gbp that made this price to drop, and so getting very volatile in the last moment. Man, I message to you in Instagram if you could. Yeah, absolutely, Kofo. Yeah, all will. We have a team looking at the Instagram, so we'll get back to you. Thank you for that. Kadir, I have a sell limit at 2031. So you had it. Everyone had a sell limit at 2031. Why did you like that level so much? I don't see any point there. It's because of the 20 EMA. So why everyone had a sell limit at 2031 is because of this dodgy? I don't think so. So if it bounce off even, it could just push high again, right? So the level that can be looked at is today 2036, or even if it breaks out of that, that's a big, but I don't think so that it's gonna go very high. Instead, we could see again returning back to test the daily 20 EMA. So I will be on the sell side until anything dramatic happens. So 3 minutes to go. I will create a pool. Let's see where you guys are up to. Is okay, so let's create that pool. Let me see how many of you are bullish and how many of you are bearish. Okay, so let me see on the pool. 2 minutes to go for the so that's a big move up, which is here you see just 1 more minutes to go. Let me see. Cast a vote, guys. Let me see. Okay, 40% bullish, 60% bearish. Okay, so here we see that the price action is bearish. Okay, in the last moment we want to see some drama and then dropping down. Okay, GJ is coming down. Gold is also most likely pushing down. GJ is having a very sharp drop, and gold. Okay, so this is a manipulation to the upside. Okay, so that's a big big bounce up. Let's see the data, what's happened. Why this time showing different? Okay, so 103k, which is well below the expectation, so that has made gold to be volatile. DXY, okay, so that made DXY weaker. So we see a little bit of weakness on DXY, and that might make gold to be stronger. Now okay, so it's pumping the gold to the upside from the support level. So 59% bearish to 40% bullish, which is pretty predictable. Now this big candle on gold, this weakless candle here, that is signaling potential further upside, and this is the daily resistance that we have drawn. Also there is a daily resistance. This moving up is, I think that's gonna give another opportunity for sell. I'm not going to buy at all at the moment. So all these level you can see that are significant level of resistance: 2041, 2036. Okay, so looking at Gbpjpy, let me see guys what happened with Gbpusd. So there is a big bearish pressure on Gbpusd, so which basically from this resistance dropping down. So as Gbpusd showing bearish pressure, that could lead also gold to be bearish. And if we look at the euro dollar, also we see that bearish pressure on in all of them. So 1 hour candle on Gbpusd, and on euro dollar, I'll just quickly look at how the price has impacted all the instrument, starting with, just keep a quick eye through all of them. So Eurojpy still showing a very big drop on Eurojpy. From the daily you can see it's gonna break this low at the moment. Highly likely it's gonna come to 157.68, which is very highly likely. So gold is just going the other way. Okay, chances for this move to, you see that this is a smooth level of resistance that previously price is hitting. We delete that here. So if you look at how the price is trying to form, okay, so here we could see now 2036 level is being broken, and then there could be something to the downside at the moment. Okay, so let it move up, and then we'll be pushing that down as soon as we will find that entry. What's happening with the US30 and NASDAQ? It's not showing a very good entry yet. At this point, gold and GJ looks very good. Okay, so Gbpusd going up before the 4-hour close. If it reach that zone 185.80, which is less likely to happen, but that will be a good place for potential selling if it drops down. So from 15 minutes there is a candle getting bounce. Okay, just keeping an eye on the major pairs. Thank you, Kofu. Can I see? So can I see the signals showing on your indicator? So you want to see the signals on TF indicator. Okay, so if we look at that, okay, so this is where we see that this is the bullish, especially when the market trends, this indicator works very well. So this is where it's a very lower time frame, but if we look at a bit higher time frame, 15 minutes, so that in a trending market it works very well. This is basically the strategy. You can see the strategy used on this indicator is basically the TF strategy, or the trend following strategy. What else you want to know? The strategy that is available for you in your dashboard. So you can go to your student dashboard and then look for the TF strategy. Any question, don't hesitate to ask. So whenever you turn on that indicator, you must go through the strategy first before you use, because I don't want to use an indicator for you to without learning the strategy. So let me know if you are if you don't have access to that indicator. If you are our lifetime member, then you should have access to that indicator. You can use even a free version of TradingView platform. To explain the strategy, it's not a very good time at the moment to explain everything. I would recommend you to go to your dashboard and then you'll find all the videos explaining how to use the TF strategy, and that is where you can find how to use that indicator. So looking at here, you see that on gold, in fact, this is what the power of having a trend following strategy. We had a trade here as well. From that zone, you remember that there was a massive drop in that level. So this is how it is. When you find a trade in the right place and hold it for bigger profit, it's gonna give you everything that you need to be profitable over the long term. Okay, so now here there is a big long candle. So the 4-hour candle is still 32 minutes remaining. Let me see how the JPY pairs are doing, including the GJ. See, GBP has crossed quite a few important liquidity zone, and what I think that GJ from this zone, highly likely we could see that the price will drop to the support level, which is a very high probability to happen, as this is a long term. Now it's dropping down from the weekly. There's a gap opening that has given a big probability for GBP to go back, to drop back to this support level. For long term perspective, I think the GJ may continue to drop below this support, and then we could see that it's now later it's bouncing back up. So there is a potential break possible on GJ. Before that, we want to see that it has gathered enough liquidity for a bigger drop in that direction. Okay, so we need to give, the market needs to give us an entry, guys. Make sure that you are not being impatient, and being patient, stick to the live session. You know that we do open quite a few trades, and I'm waiting for an entry. In the meantime, let's learn, keep learning, guys. Keep learning, and this is how we can be profitable over the long term, taking a bigger profit, smaller risk, and that's how trading is. Okay, let me know if you are not sure about how to do the risk management, so that I can explain more on that. Okay, here is going here. So -15 candle with a long wick right here in both sides. we see the double top and then a rejection from the top. So there is a bearish pressure here in that area. Now this candle close is super important. If we see that it's closing as a bearish candle, then we might see the prices coming down, but still it is a bull candle. Still the price action is still bullish. Let me have a look a bit more on JPY also. Euro AUD, okay. So gold, see in the last moment we are seeing the bulls getting excited and pushing the price high. Now the resistance level that I have drawn on gold, this is a resistance here, resistance here, resistance here, which is a very important level of resistance, and where in that resistance I want to see that the price has been able to break that high. But the way it is forming that price action in this area here, which is potentially showing bearish pressure. To break two bearish candle. At the moment showing significantly bearish still. Now one more liquidity grab is needed. For those who put a pending on a 31 should have got triggered, isn't it? Maybe you might see that now. Still not for me up to the mark. We could see that slowly melting down, but for me, I'm still not satisfied. I want to see one more push, okay, and then especially from that zone coming down, okay, one more liquidity grab is needed. Last push will give a big momentum for the drop. Now if we look at GJ, where so before the candle close, if GBPJPY going back up to this resistance line, we will get that also potential entry. Okay, so last you see that today's highly visited price was 2035. One more push before the candle close, if we see that it has broken that level, where we can find that entry, because it is, you see that creating series of lower high. Okay, so with that series of lower high creation, any break will give a bigger momentum for dropping down. So how many pip from this level to this level? Quite a few pip. So this is possible to have another bounce, and then we'll see later. Let me see the GJ, GBP, USD. GBP USD very choppy at the moment. Euro dollar also choppy. I see good price action is on gold and GBPJPY. GBPJPY is bearish for me. Okay, so we'll keep eye on gold. Now you see it has formed a liquidity zone here. Let it break that and then become an overextended in one direction, and then we will be looking for that entry. see, I'm running in profit. Very good. Could you kindly analyze DXY DEX G? Okay, sniper shot. How do you know which lot size to use? Okay, safe. How do you know which lot size to use? Okay, this is very irrelevant question, but if you are a beginner, this is a very good question. Okay, but irrelevant. So make sure that you keep full attention to this question, which is very important, because what lot size to use? I would say that, you know, if you have watched my previous days, previous weekends video, then it will give you a bit more clarity. Let me bring up my channel page. Okay, so going to the content here. Okay, so if you go to that channel, once you subscribe to the channel, watch this video. Okay, the only risk management video you will ever need. Okay, so make sure that you are subscribing, make sure you watch that. Will tell you exactly how to do the lot sizing. Okay, now keep in mind, guys, is that the most important part here is not fixed lot. Okay, so if you are using the fixed lot, then you are fixing your loss fixed. Fixed lot will never make you profitable as a trader, neither 0.01 lot. I saw that many traders saying, oh, I'm using 0.01 lot, so I'm safe. No, it's a habit, it's a pattern. And I'm really surprised with one fact, is that MT4 is a very popular platform, but they don't have any built-in risk manager tool. Is that why? I don't know, but I would say that having a risk manager in your trading, and also in mobile app, even you cannot install a risk manager tool in mobile phone. All right, so in my experience, in statistics, 90% trader lose money because they don't know the risk management. Right, this is the main reason. See, I mentioned before, if I give you a trading account, if I show you the basic trading, very fundamental trading, and then I give you a trading account 100k. Okay, so let's say you came to me, I give you 1 day training only. Okay, so I give you 1 day training, teaching the strategy, everything, just for 1 day, full-time job training. And then I give you a trading account of 100k, but I disable 2 settings in that trading account. I can assure you that in this 100k account, if you keep trading according to the training that I have given you in 1 day, in 1 year you will make it to more than $1 million in 1 year. No doubt about it. You know what is that 2 settings that I need to disable to make it happen? These 2 settings are: one setting is you cannot trade more than 1%, number 1 setting. Second setting is you don't have any switch to TP. Okay, so that means that you only can open trade in that account with 1% risk, and you don't have any switch to take profit. Okay, so there is no button to take profit. Can you trade that account? Now if you trade that account in a year, it's gonna be $1 million. So then Why trader losing money? Because they take profit. Don't take profit, then see what happens. And don't risk more than 1%. Fixed lot will make you miserable. Okay, so make sure that you are not using fixed lot. If you are using mobile phone for trading, let's say you don't have any option to use the risk manager, then use the web-based lot size calculator. So if you go to our website also, www.forextradingwizard.com, okay, so if you go to our website www.forextradingwizard.com, why it's not coming here, so you go to this position size calculator, also you can find one, and how to use that. Okay, you watch that video, you will find in detail on how to do that lot sizing and everything, which is the most important part of trading. Okay guys, so hope that you are understanding and finding value in it. Make sure that you take it in a right way so that you are not, missing out anything in your trading. And in the meantime, make sure guys you are smashing the like button, and probably you are following the ages, so you haven't subscribed, so make sure that you subscribe it. You will find a very important video coming up this weekend. This you have never watched that kind of content that will speed up your trading learning 10 times faster. I have already recorded, so I'll be releasing in London session time during the weekend, and also every day I'm posting a lot of content. To access that, the only thing that you need, smash the like button and also hit that subscribe button, press that bell notification so that you are not missing out any of that content. So here we see, here we go on gold, the price has made another long wick candle. How far it has gone. Patience, you see that we might be tempting to sell here. Yeah, this is a bearish candle. Let's see how this candle is closing. It could be a selling candle. the structure here it is forming. $2,000. Okay, so is there any news coming later today? I think there is a news on CAD coming later. Where you see that there is a weakness on dollar. So if there is a weakness on dollar again, then the way dollar is weaker, so we might see that coming with the gold as a strength. But here a bit confusing price action from the lower time frame on gold. Still, this is a resistance level that you will be looking. So resistance here, resistance here, resistance here. You want to see that it has been able to break that high and then giving us that entry. It will be early entry if we go that. GJ instead showing a bit better probability for potential downside. Okay, so gold, okay, there is a probability that I'm expecting it to bounce up to the resistance on gold, and we'll be waiting for that. Looking at the euro dollar, so there is also a rejection on euro dollar before the 4-hour close. There is a bullish reaction, and if we look at the daily, which is in a very important level, so I think that there is a sentiment change on. Looking at the monthly, 30 minutes, $4-hour. So USD pairs, in among all of them, euro dollar, what I see that there is a rejection, but still the trend is down. So there is a still trend is down. From this downtrend, the price is approaching a liquidity zone. So this is a big move on euro dollar to the liquidity zone. So we might see that euro dollar so this sharp move on euro dollar to this resistance, we could see that euro dollar slowly changing the trend. If you look at the daily, okay, so from the daily, in this uptrend, euro dollar has broken well below the daily 20 EMA. So it is possible for this instrument to revert back to its in the major direction of the trend. But before that, if you look at the 15 minutes, there is a big jump on the 15 minutes. This is an impulse. What the price could do after breaking that high, less likely that euro dollar will go like that. Instead, we will see another return back here, and then once you will see that euro dollar has tested this support, we could find that bullish opportunity on euro dollar. From the 4 hour, back to back, quite a few candles has got rejected. So at the moment, there is a probability for euro dollar to change the trend, but we want to see a movement, a pullback, and then I will be going long on euro dollar somewhere here, stop loss below this low. So we'll keep that on the plan, but in the meantime, let me see that gold, how it is doing. And we had quite a few trades early today as well. We had gold trade that we have secured profit, 2 times profit, and I will be waiting for another one. Let's keep eye. Okay, now from the here we see there is a quite a few long wick candles is being formed in that area. Okay, so 1 hour and 4 hour candle closed, which is, this is a bullish price action still, but let me see the 4 hour on all time frame, all instrument, to see, so that we have a very good understanding about the market sentiment and the price action. The GBP CAD showing bearish price action here. Also Gbpusd. Dollar CAD as dollar news is coming in 1 hour. I just got lost a little bit. Okay, so gold is see that after breaking back-to-back 2 candles low, so when the market trend in one direction, it just keep trending. Okay, so the price is still maintaining a typical bullish market structure, and very highly likely that we will see a break of 2036 level, and after break of that level, then we might find that selling opportunity. You look at today's high is that 2036 level, and any cross of that 2036 level will come back to the previous day's high, which is basically a very important level. And from that zone, what I think that gold is going to revert, because there is a daily middleman here, which is a bearish pressure here, and after this big drop we can expect for the price to come down even further. Okay, the sellers pressure coming. CHF. Yes, please explain this management on a small trading account. Patrick, yeah, will be like 100 ranks. Yeah, well, it's the same thing, you know. If you are doing a risk management on a 100k account, the same risk management as in a $100 account. Okay, trading in a smaller account is in fact good, sometimes very good. Okay, so when you say, so can you please look at AJ? Yeah, we'll be looking at that. 15 minutes middleman possible. Yeah, of course possible. 15 minutes middleman possible in any time frame. you can find the middleman. The middleman spotting in the right place is the most important part. Okay, Robert, I joined your VIP signal group. Where can I find you trading? So if you join the VIP group, then you can find in your email, there is a, you should find an automatic email once you sign up, where you will find all the links for the VIP Telegram as well as the website link, where you can find all the courses, all the strategies, and all the instructions. So you need to log into the website, go to a dashboard where you can find all the information that you need. Okay, so I hope that you guys are enjoying the live session. If you also want to join us in this NFP using that coupon, you can join today using that coupon, that is before it is ending. So I can share with you the coupon at the moment, where once you are on the website, just click join now button and use that to be part of Forex Trading Wizard Academy, which is ending. I think that's wrong way. So let me give you that website address. So you go to the www.forextradingwizard.com. Once you're on the website, click join now button, then you will be able to join us to be part of Forex Trading Wizard Academy for the lifetime. So here, very high chance that gold will go back up to break that high. Okay, and then we might see that revert back. So as the price moves from liquidity, this is a liquidity zone that has made this huge movement to the upside. Now at the moment, so CHFJPY has having some kind of bounce from that level. Okay, so I'm still not impressed for this drop here without testing the 20 EMA. Guys, where are you at the moment? So being a trader means like becoming very highly patient to find the trade that you need. Nasdaq forward plan here. What all traders here in. Okay, so Nasdaq, we'll be looking at that. Here we can see that the market, this is a very sharp consolidation in that area, which could be a sign of change of trend. But it's very highly likely it's gonna go back up to retest this level. The US30. Okay. Depending with GJ, why the Gbp USD is melting again. So if we look at the euro dollar, also dropping down. Yeah, so after breaking that high, the euro dollar is getting rejected from this level. The long bearish engulfer. So after breaking that high, as I mentioned, this is a big resistance here. Take a sell here. Euro dollar, if we find enough confirmation for very sharply downtrend euro dollar here, which might turn to a bull market later, but is still showing bearish. It's like power finally has broken down gold. So this breakdown, and then looking for some time so this doji here. Okay, so this is where we saw consolidation breakdown, but I'm still wanting to for gold to go back up to create that return, and then we'll be looking for entry. I still believe that it's gonna retest that and then we'll revert back. Okay, so if if it is not giving enough confirmation, then better to wait for confirmation. Okay, so you guys want the music to be changed? Okay, we'll do that. Okay, here is running with dollar yen. Dollar yen had for me, dollar yen is turning to slowly a bull market because it's a long-term bull, or it might just go for a consolidation. So when the market in a consolidation, USD CNHs nicely trending at the moment. We are on that trade on USD CNHs, still holding the trade for now almost more than a week. This one, because if it bounce back to the resistance, you get that full TP that 5 times we have. That will boost up our profit here. Now let me go back to gold to see. Finally it has broken down. Guys, when there is no trade, there is no trade. When there is a trade, we will be taking that. GJ going down. Yeah, we'll see that. Okay, no problem, can turn that off for some time so you guys can hear me better. Okay, we need that move. We need to see price either getting rejected from the top or getting rejected from the bottom and then giving that selling pressure. Okay, so let me look at, but um US oil, yeah, absolutely. I was thinking about that also. That's very good. Okay, so oil is dropping. That's a big drop. This candle was a bearish candle on oil, and you see that after this huge manipulation, if we look at the daily here, we can see that in that zone from the daily, the price after this big manipulation, it's currently highly bearish, and I think that US oil, we could see that the price is dropping down to this support level. So there is a big drop possible on US oil. This candle here is a bearish middleman. This is a perfect middleman and breakout from that structure which is bearish. Now looking at the very lower time frame, any swing high, any break of the swing high will give that US oil for selling opportunity. This is a bearish price action, and I will keep selling whenever I will find that opportunity. So US oil is bullish. Dollar yen in a sideway. GJ also a little bit in a sideway, but with a bearish bias in it. Gold, okay, slowly preparing for that downside move. Okay, that's a manipulation, big manipulation. Is there any news has come out, guys? Why that bounce? Is there any news here at the moment? I think so. No news, right? So that's a manipulation. So that could lead gold to go in one direction. So we need that manipulation, potentially breaking that high. Because when the market does this manipulation, that is where the price prepare for a reversal. Okay, so we need that move at the moment. So this is a 4-hour 20 EMA zone. This is a resistance level here. Today's high. You guys understanding why I'm still didn't sell? See that this market is still susceptible to still possibility for this price to move up. You see, that's why I was patient, because this market was not ready for sell. That's how the patience comes in play. We see that the market is now, see that it's going to that level. Okay, So when it will come our time, we'll take it, right? So does Fibonacci work on all time frame, coach? Yes. Fibonacci. What is Fibonacci? Fibonacci is nature's code, right? It works in everywhere. So if you look at Fibonacci, then find the number. So if you add 1 plus 2, it's gonna be 3 plus the next number. So if you add both of them, it's gonna be 7. Then add the next number, which is 15, and on and on and on. So nature uses Fibonacci for optimization or the highest efficiency. Okay, and as you know, the nature is precise. There is no mistake in nature. So that's why if you look at the pine cone, you will find that golden ratio that nature uses. So when you use that Fibonacci on the market, I always look for the golden ratio, because when you look at the golden ratio, you can find potential pullback. But when I use Fibonacci for trading decision, the most thing that I look at is for the price to give us a further confirmation with a very strong impulse, and then when there is a pullback where we can look for that entry. I'll give you an example. For example, which impulse you should consider as a pullback. Let me bring you a couple of examples. See that euro dollar? So we talk about this instrument most likely to be bullish. Now, this is an impulse, and this is what I talk about, right? That euro dollar is likely to drop down for a pullback, and then we could see that euro dollar is changing its trend. So it did that, it has come down. This is how you will understand the Fibonacci. So look at this. 15 minutes is showing better. You see this impulse and then the pullback. When you see a very strong impulse, the next move is narrower, which is potential pullback. Okay, so euro dollar, let me see that what it did from the daily. Looking at, yeah, there is a potential for reversal on euro dollar. It's a big drop. Okay, so you see gold is in that direction. There is a big bull candle. It's very slow. Okay, so euro dollar, doing a lot of manipulation, so that's a sign of you might see that change of trend. What's happening with gold? The liquidity is below this level. Okay, so we are seeing that with the CAD news coming, weakness on dollar CAD. So there is a potential for bullish on euro dollar. Gold is going to that resistance level above the daily high. Okay, so it's approaching that daily resistance level. Okay, so being patient is key. I think we might find an entry on euro dollar. This market is extremely overextended to the downside, but we need to see that how the market is reacting to that level. So the directional bias first is very important. We have to be sure that okay, this is a changing trend. The price gathered enough liquidity. Now we will be opening buy or sell. Okay, guys. So I know that it takes a little bit of time, but the best way is not to open trade if you are not sure. As you can see, the market, we had a massive winning trade here early today on gold. This one during the live session didn't work. The next one that we have opened in the VIP group has dropped well below this level. Now at the moment the price is heading to a resistance zone, and I will still keep trading as this is NFP week, guys. I hope that you are enjoying this live session, and we do open live trades very frequently, and also we do the live trading in the VIP group as well. So with the progression of this session as NFP week, guys, make sure that you keep your trading account secure by not over trading or by not FOMO trading. Now 2 more trading days to go, including today as well. I will be still keep trading. And before I leave this live session, I will invite you to join today using the coupon. And also if you want to join the regulated broker that I'm trading, you can use that link in the description area, or I can give you the link in the live chat. You can use that link to uh, join that broker and then to register, start trading with regulated broker. Now with that being said, we see some kind of pullback on gold. Okay, so there is a rejection, guys. Let me see that if it is something that signaling potential reversal, or it just another liquidity grab. Okay, that's a big red candle. Okay, we might see that now drop. Let's will try to reform back there. Okay, so at the CAD news, price gonna be very volatile. So it get the liquidity from here, and also it get a liquidity from here and from both sides. Okay, so in a trending market, when it does this, it is a sign of, you know, bigger continuation. So now the question is, it is gathering liquidity for a reversal, or it wants to continue, because this is the trend here locally. Okay, so it has manipulated here and also here. Okay, very crucial zone to look at. And here euro dollar is showing that promising price action. I'll look for potential entry on euro dollar. I think that euro dollar might drop further, and then very highly likely if the price breaks the trend line in that direction, it's gonna bounce off that level. Okay, so we could see that change of trend on euro dollar very highly likely. So what it might do here, it might consolidate, okay, and then gathering liquidity, and then we'll see that it's bouncing off that level. So I'll still keep being patient, guys, and as NFP 2 a.m. just in 15 minutes coming CAD news, and then quite a few high impact news coming early today. We had 2 trades. Let's keep trading more and more, and until that, before I end this session, make sure guys you stay connected by joining the free Telegram channel. Pressing the bell notification after subscribing will also help you to stay connected with us. So I'll keep you updated for everything. In the meantime, stay well, stay happy. We might see that a downward movement on gold, and let me see here, a bearish candle. Yeah, so you could see that drop. And it's had broken down, and with that breakdown, okay, if we see in any kind of liquidity graph from that zone, we'll be selling. So the market trend changes from this local uptrend to the downtrend. This is a manipulation here in that zone. Okay, so the trend now changing in the major direction. So it's almost 25 pip drop again. Okay, so that means euro dollar might remain downside. If gold is bearish, then we'll see all of them remaining bearish. We'll be waiting for an entry for this selling pressure on gold in the upcoming session. Until that, stay well, stay happy. I'll see you there once once I find an entry. I will be keeping you updated, guys. I hope that you are patient with this live session, and thank you for joining. Sometime like this, you have to be a little bit of patient. Even if there is no trade, there is no trade. Even if you miss a trade, that's fine. Until you find your setup, you have